everybody. You're listening to Talking Terror. As usual, I'm your host, Jacob Harper.
And I'm your co-host Ariani.
And today we are back. Finally, I feel like we had kind of a long hiatus. um, where this is our October recap episode. It's been a hectic month for both myself and Ariani. October is always hectic, but this one was like insanely busy. So apologies for the lack of episodes or updates, but we're back. And we are already working on building out a huge November schedule. We have some guests currently lined up, one of which, or two of which rather, will be announced at the end of the episode. So be sure to stay tuned for that. But yeah, how have you been, Ari?
Pretty good. How have you been?
I've been all right. I spent the last few days of my October traveling.
Yeah.
I almost never I've never spent Halloween at an airport, but I did this time, and it was fine. Yeah, for those who didn't see on my socials, I was in Los Angeles for October 31st through November 3rd for Halloween Horror Nights. Small brag, small flex. It was no, because I've never been to Halloween Horror Nights, and I was like, I gotta go this year because it's Five Nights at Freddy's and Terrifier, which is like I love both those franchises, and they were both, and also Blumhouse has such a big influence on Universal. So
Nice.
I like on Halloween Horror Nights because Universal owns Blumhouse. So yeah, all that to say, I have always wanted to go to Halloween Horror Nights. I've never been ever until this year. So I was like, I'm going to do it, and the only weekend that was available for me was the last weekend, like the last weekend it was open because it stays open November 1st and 2nd.
Wow.
And I was just so busy throughout October because I was doing a lot of writing. I still have my day job stuff, which picks up like crazy in October. And then a friend of mine got married. Shout out to Amber and Ryan, my friends who got married day before Halloween. So went to their ceremony, which was lovely, and then immediately that next day got on a plane to Los Angeles and met up with my good friend, good partner of the show, Mr. Ryan Rank. Shout out to Ryan, who does all of our social media edits that we will be posting soon.
Woo.
We're gonna get on the TikTok game. We're gonna get in on the TikTok trend, guys. Don't worry. But yeah, Universal was it was interesting. It was some cool houses.
Wait, tell me all about it in like great
But,
detail.
but okay, I would be happy to, but first I have to do the honorary for those of you listening on Spotify and Apple Podcast. I have in my hand another Fanta orange with Freddy Fazbear on it. I still have a few more cans of it. Um, and I'm gonna save one unopened for all of eternity. It's gonna be on my shelf, so I'm gonna save that one. But I put this one out of my fridge for tonight's episode. And tonight I'll be drinking it out of my Halloween Horror Nights Blumhouse glass
That's so cool.
it doesn't have Freddy Fazbear on it, but it's from the Terror Tram, which had the Grabber and uh, some Purge people and the Butcher from Freaky and Megan, good old Megan. Who doesn't love Megan? Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna go. I realized I didn't wash this glass out. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay, I am back. I had to wash out this glass. I did not realize how my lamp just jump scared me. I didn't realize how dusty this glass was because I forgot I had gotten it from a gift shop and then traveled all the way back to Texas with it. And I was about to pour my drink into it. But yeah, it's now washed. Don't worry. So now I will ceremonially pour the Fanta into the Halloween Horror Nights cup. I don't want this shit to fizz all over my desk. That'd be really funny. Oh yeah, dude. Celebratory Violence at Freddy's drink in honor of the Violence at Freddy's trailer that just came out, which don't worry, y'all, I will be yapping about it later in this episode. Oh yeah. But yeah, Halloween Horror Nights was really fun. So funny story. At risk of sounding like a moron, fixing my lamp. Uh, so I didn't know Halloween Horror Nights tickets could sell out.
Oh shit.
Just didn't know that was a thing. Because I'm like, it's a big ass amusement park, right? Like, are they
Right.
gonna fill it to capacity? No. Like, duh. And also, it was the day I was gonna go the day after Halloween and November 2nd. And I
Mhm.
was like, no one's gonna be there the day after Halloween. It's gonna be like really like low attendance. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
So I wake up November 1st to buy my tickets for that day, and I saw that both days were sold out.
Oh no.
And I was like, well, I'm a dumbass. So I'm like sitting there. Like
Mhm.
I had just woken up. I'm at Ryan's place, and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay, well. So for a while, I was like, guess I'm not going to Halloween Horror Nights. The whole reason I came out here.
Oh no.
Well, because I was like, I had two tickets in my cart. I just didn't buy them. I was like, oh, I don't need to buy them right now. And I put it off for like 4 days.
Mhm.
And then I was like, oh, well, shit. So we went up to the actual Universal because he lives like 10, he lives like pretty close
Yeah.
to the area. And we went to Universal and just kind of walked around. And I went up to like the ticket booth. I was like, do you have any Halloween Horror Nights tickets? And they're like, no. I was like, damn it. So then
Oh
I called the ticket. I talked to my buddy Austin, who's like a Universal Halloween Horror Nights expert. Shout out to
Mhm.
Austin. Uh, and I was like, yo, is there any chance of me getting these? And he's like, call the ticket support line or like the ticket like line on the phone. So I did that. They told me the same thing. They said to just watch online, like keep an eye on it and hope for the best that tickets show up, which is exactly what Ryan told me to do like 6 hours earlier. So
Oh shit.
this is what happens when we're just like driving around LA
Mhm.
and just going about our day and just looking through stuff. Um, so anyway, it's like it gets to like 6 or 7 p.m. November 1st,
Mhm.
and we're at the Academy Awards Museum, which is a really cool museum, by the way. If you're next time you're in LA, check out the Academy Awards Museum. They had a really cool like Jaws exhibit that was
Ooh.
installed over the summer. I don't know when it's leaving, but it's still there, and that was super fun to check out. So we were like walking around the Academy Awards Museum, and I just randomly on a whim um, check check the website, and I see that November 2nd has more tickets available. So I really quickly just like buy them.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I clutched up and got a ticket for November 2nd. So my 2 day Halloween Horror Nights experience turned into a 1 day because I'm an idiot, and I didn't think that they would sell out.
Mhm.
I never heard of like an amusement park selling out of tickets. I'm like, it's like you're not gonna fill the space,
Right.
and like I feel like amusement parks would be like, oh, this person has money, I'm gonna take their money, right? I don't know. I thought maybe that was like a weird expectation on my part, but lesson learned, I guess. I'm just happy I got into the damn park. Like, holy crap.
Right.
So we went to Universal November 2nd, which by the way, before we went to Universal, we went to the Chinese theater and I saw Frankenstein for the second time in theaters. Oh my God, dude.
Cool.
That movie is beautiful. I had seen it earlier this month or earlier in October at the Angelica Film Center because they were showing it on 35 millimeter. But oh my God, dude. Have you seen the trailer for the new Frankenstein?
Mm.
Oh, dude. Del Toro's Frankenstein is so good. Which I avoided trailers as well for it because I was like, I know I'm gonna like it. They don't need to sell me on it. I'm excited. And yeah, beautiful film. So having seen it twice, once on 35 millimeter and now on IMAX at the Chinese theater, which is like a stupid big screen. I don't know.
That's so cool.
It was weird though, because on the social media, on like the Twitter page for the Chinese theater, it said the biggest IMAX screen in the world. And it's not even the biggest IMAX screen in the state. Or no, it's not even the biggest IMAX screen in the country.
Serious.
It's the biggest in the state, but not in the country.
That's crazy.
The biggest IMAX screen in the country is the AMC in Lincoln Square in New York.
Holy shit. How do you even pay attention to everything on the screen? So big.
It's so big. It's like you're like lean. Oh, also, I was so hyped for Universal on the first day, even though I didn't go. I woke up and I like dressed in I put on my Springtrap shirt.
Oh,
Yeah, I was so hyped to meet Freddy Fazbear, and then I realized I was like, oh shit, they're sold out. Also, I don't know if I showed you this. I got this for my desk.
oh yeah, you did. It looks so
Okay,
cute.
I did. Yeah, this was like one of like two Spirit Halloween purchases I made all year.
Yeah,
I think I went to Spirit Halloween like two or three times, and this is like one of the two things I got. And it's just a Freddy Fazbear. Like it's not even a real plant, but it looks cute.
it does.
So now I have that to go with my Freddy Fazbear soda. Yeah, once we actually got into the park on November 2nd, it was great. It was super crowded though.
Oh, I
Like
bet.
way more crowded than I thought because I'm like, oh, it's not Halloween anymore. Like people have kind of moved on. Nope, dude, packed. We were in line for Five Nights at Freddy's for I want to say like 2 hours.
Oh my God.
And it's because you wait in a 2 hour line for like a 5 minute haunted house.
Yeah.
But it's a really good haunted house. It's just super short. Like it's over very quickly. But it's a good haunted house.
What happens in it?
So like you walk through and you see like it opens like you see like Freddy Fazbear performing like an actual like Freddy animatronic
Oh, that's so cool.
on stage. And then like you walk through parts of the movie like these ghost kids jump out at you and like the animatronics are like puppeteered. I'm gonna leave my lamp alone. But the animatronics, they're like puppeteered. They jump out of you and jump scare you. And you walk through basically like the set of the pizza place. Like you walk through the back hallways, the security
What?
office, the spare parts room, which has like a bunch of like dead bodies and shit in it. It's just
Oh, that's so cool.
it was like production design wise, it was a cool ass house.
Mhm.
And also while we were waiting in line, we were like just getting selfies in front of like the pizza place because they had like the big sign there and it looks right off the screen. Like it looks very accurate to the movie. And
Wow.
while you're waiting in the queue, they have the theme of the film playing the whole time.
Oh,
Which
that's so
like,
cool.
dude, the Five Nights at Freddy's theme by the Newton brothers that they did, like the score they did for that movie is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
So it, there are worse things to be playing in your ear while you're waiting for like a long ass time. So I was happy about that. I was like, you know what? We're vibing to some good music, and I get to see like the actual Freddy Fazbear Pizza building and take photos of it. So that was pretty cool. And yeah, again, the costuming and production design, and it was a cool house. It was short, but it was cool.
Oh,
Um,
that's awesome.
and then we went to the Terror Tram, which like you go on like this like tram car thing, and it takes you to a different part of the park, and then you have to walk through a bunch of like scare zones of different Blumhouse films.
Oh shit.
Like right when you get there, Megan and the butcher from Freaky and the grabber and random purge citizens they all start chasing you around the scare zone and like kind of like corral you into the scare zone
Oh my God.
like right when you get off the tram and like there's like each of them have like different weapons like the grabber has a chainsaw for some reason
Holy shit.
which I remember it got posted on Instagram like the opening night like you see the grabber and I remember I was like the grabber doesn't have a chainsaw but I'll allow it because it's cool. He doesn't use that in the movie. Actually.
Did you get actually jump scared?
Yeah.
You were?
Yeah. I got like a jump scare like once or like twice in the Five Nights at Freddy's house. And then on the Terror Tram, it was just like a jump scare every like minute.
Oh fuck.
Because like the actors come right up to you. And
That's
like
terrifying.
so many of them are using those chainsaws, so you like smell the gasoline of the chainsaws.
Whoa.
And it was pretty fucking cool. Like you go
Cool.
through like the first one was for Black Phone 2, because that's like their newest movie, and it was super cool. And then you go through. I don't remember what was after Black Phone 2. It may have been Freaky, maybe not. I don't know. But you go through a bunch of different Blumhouse films. You go through an Insidious zone, and they use like all the different ghosts from Insidious.
Holy shit.
Like you have like the one from part one. You have the woman from part two. You even have like you have a bunch of different ghosts. I don't remember all of them from the movie, but there was one from like I think like Insidious 4, which I was like, oh, like, no one ever talks about that movie, so I'm like, oh, that's a weird cut, but cool. So that was fun, and then there's like the Megan zone. Like, oh yeah, Megan like randomly appears throughout the park
It's so
and
cool.
drops some cool badass one-liner. The actors that playing Megan all did a very good job. Like all the characters did a good job. Like the Megan one was like because they didn't have a mask on, they had like their actual face showing,
Whoa.
so they had to use a lot of like facial acting,
Mhm.
which was like super impressive. Um, there was a purge zone which had like really cool set design. That was super fun. I'm trying to think what other like scare zones they had. I'm not sure. I'm drawing a blank on some, but I definitely remember Purge and Black Phone and Insidious.
That's so cool.
Those and then just seeing Megan like randomly throughout the park was really funny. We also got to go to the Psycho House because it was on like on that same like lot they were doing the scare zones at.
Oh,
So
that's so cool.
they had an actor that was playing Norman Bates, and me and Ryan got to pick with him.
Oh, wow.
So that was super fun. And yeah, just like the Terror Tram was like it was a short line. Well, it wasn't short, but it was like an easy line to get through
Yeah.
to get in. And then once you're in, it was like immersive. Like you actually walk around these like scare zones, and the scare actors are like running up to you with
Oh
like
my God.
weapons, jump scaring you. So it was a good time. I had a good time with it. That may have been like the most just like fun I had with like the haunted house stuff.
That's so
Um,
cool.
and then the final part of the night was we went to the Terrifier haunted house.
Yes. I've been waiting for
Oh,
this.
I knew you were excited for this shit. I could tell Ariana was like, I'm gonna go talk about Finance at Freddy's. Talk about the clown. Talk about the clown. The Terrifier house was fucking cool.
It was?
It was good. It was violent. It had lots of good it had like really good jump scares. The wait was predicted to be around 2 hours. We got there, it was around 170, 120-minute wait. I think it was closer to 170. I don't know, but it had predicted a very lengthy wait. We got in like an hour and 10 minutes.
Hmm.
So we actually came in under the estimate, which was nice.
It's pretty
Because
good.
I low-key expected that to happen with Finance at Freddy's because I had heard stories that people were seeing like the estimate and then getting in way earlier.
Hmm.
So I was hoping we'd have that same luck with Finance at Freddy's. No such luck. With Finance at Freddy's, they told us 2 hours, and it was almost exactly 2 hours. Like that one was like dead accurate for time. But Terrifier, thankfully, it was we got in an hour and 10 minutes. And periodically, while you're waiting in line, an actor playing Art the Clown would come out and like interact with people.
It's awesome.
Yeah, that was super fun. And then, dude, have you seen what the house looked like?
Mm-mm.
Oh, you haven't seen any of my pictures?
You took pictures? Is it on Instagram?
They were on Instagram.
Oh, okay.
They were on my story, but they may have disappeared. I could send you one right now. But
Yay.
dude, it was like really fucking accurate
So exciting.
to uh to how it looked in the movie. I'm trying to find it. I'm sending you like a few. And oh, again with the music, they like the whole time, like while you're waiting in line, like they're playing like the Terrifier theme music,
So cool.
and like that's another one where I love that music.
Oh, look at you.
I know, right, dude. I feel because I was like Ryan, do you mind taking a picture of me?
It's so
And
cool.
Ryan's a great photographer. He was like making sure I looked good for the camera.
And Art the Clown is just in the background.
Yeah, yeah, that was funny. But like again,
Wow.
as far as set design goes, it is like a really cool recreation of the like the haunted house
Yeah,
from Terrifier 2.
that's fucking cool. Is it true that there were different routes that you could go?
There was only a wet route.
Oh shit.
We got wet, dude. No, it was great. It was great. Um, and yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot of like. It's like what's the word? The house has a lot of like different settings. Like it's kind of like a mega mix of all the films.
Oh, that's so cool.
Because like you're walking through and you see like you know the Saw kill from part one.
Whoa.
Like you see him doing that, and then you see you're kind of like what looks like an abandoned building, and then you turn into like what looks like Terrifier 2, and you
Oh, I
see more
love that.
Terrifier 2 kills. Like there's a recreation of the bedroom kill in there.
Oh my God.
And there's also kills that you don't see in the movie.
Holy shit.
Like there's one where he's like scalping someone, like he's like giving them a haircut, and then he like rips their whole like scalp off.
Oh my God.
And it's like there's like different Art the Clowns in each room doing a different kill.
Oh, I love that.
And some are animatronics, some are people in costumes, and you kind of have to guess which one is which. And there's one where it's like there's a bathroom that they wanted to make it smell immersive, so it smelled terrible in there.
Oh my God.
And then there's like a broken mirror, and Vicky jumps out of it and jump scares you.
Oh, that's so
There was one funny part where one of the actors that played Art the Clown, as people walked by, he like ripped what looked like some shit off the wall and like threw it at someone.
no.
Didn't hit me, thank God. I thought that was funny as hell.
It's
And there's one
terrible.
there's one area where like you go in and it's like all snowy and you're like, oh shit, like this is Terrifier 3. And then you walk into this one area and it's supposed to be like the Santa's village setup where with like all like the dead kids and stuff. It's a great like it's a really well done again, like the production design was great
Yeah.
and added way more jump scares than Five Nights at Freddy's in my opinion. And way more jump scares that worked in my opinion.
That's
Um
cool.
no, it was a cool ass house, and I really hope they bring it back.
I hope so too, man.
I am almost certain they're gonna bring Five Nights at Freddy's back because, like, dude, the Five Nights at Freddy's merch at Halloween Horror Nights, that shit like is like hot ticket item, you know, like so when we got there, since it was like the last day of Halloween Horror Nights when we got there,
Yeah.
um, everything was 70% off.
Wow.
So I got like two Terrifier T-shirts for like $5 each. This
Oh my God.
this glass was like $5.
Damn.
But there was a sign that said Five Nights at Freddy's merchandise is excluded from the discount. And
Oh,
I'm like, that's because they know they're making a shit ton of money off Five Nights at Freddy's. And also, again, last day of the park, that queue was 2 fucking hours.
yeah, that's crazy.
Like that was a like for like because I had heard people who go to Universal like regularly and are like Howlin' Horror Nights experts. They go every year. I heard those guys saying that this was the biggest like post Halloween day ever
Damn.
for the park. Like they had never seen this many people at Howlin' Horror Nights after Halloween or for the last day. Um, And I think that has a lot to do with Five Nights at Freddy's because I saw a lot of people there in Five Nights at Freddy's cosplay, wearing like Five Nights at Freddy's shirts, makeup. Like it was like people were hyped for Five Nights at Freddy's,
Yeah.
which I mean like I mean so am I. But like it was. I'm almost certain they'll bring Five Nights at Freddy's back
I think so too.
because you have the new movie coming out next month. Um, and I heard they're trying to shoot Five Nights at Freddy's 3 in January. So they're gonna be like, I hope Universal continues to utilize the Five Nights at Freddy's IP because it's making them money and I'm having fun with it. We're getting more merch than we've ever had ever in the franchise's existence. Like, dude, y'all have done. I was 13 when Five Nights at Freddy's came out. I'm almost 25 now. I'm 24 and I turned 25 in February, and it's like I've never seen it this big, like
Yeah.
ever. So it's insane how much Universal and Blumhouse have like catapulted the franchise back into the mainstream, and and gotten everyone back on the hype train. The point where they're spending this much fucking money getting this, and like even today, when the trailer came out yesterday, tickets went on sale today for the movie. I got my tickets, but tickets went on sale today for the movie,
Yeah.
and now every theater chain has exclusive Finds and Phrase merchandise. They all have their own popcorn buckets, their own drink holders. Like it's like the merchandise is now so it's now an industry itself. The merchandise, so it's like I am almost certain we're gonna get the Finds and Phrase house back next year, and I hope we do because it was a fun house. But also, I really hope we get to keep Terrifier because that shit was so fun. And it
It's
was
really
awarded
awesome.
House of the Year. It was awarded like House of the Year. It got like because it had like the most. I don't know what gives you that award, but people liked it. I liked it, and I hope they bring it back because it was fun. But yeah, that was pretty much it for Universal for Halloween Horror Nights. I went to Five Nights at Freddy's, Terror Tram, and Terrifier.
I have another question.
What's up?
Did you eat anything there? What was the food like?
Okay, I actually really didn't.
You didn't?
No, and I
You
low
should.
key, I low key wanted to eat the cupcake. I wanted to get a cupcake.
Yeah.
And I wanted to get the Freddy Fazbear's pizza. But I was told, like Ryan had told me, it's kind of just basic, like amusement park pizza. Not really anything
Mm.
special. It's like the box makes it special. I did want to eat the cupcake though. I kind of regret not getting the cupcake. But I did read that Universal is going to continue selling Finance and Freddy's merchandise year round.
Oh, that's awesome.
Okay, that's just more fuel for my evidence or for my theory that we're getting another Finds and Freddy's house
Yeah.
because they're making so much damn money. Like they're not gonna vault this. They're not gonna discontinue any. You think they're gonna stop selling the cupcake? Probably a $30 cupcake. It probably doesn't even taste that great, but like it's a Finds and Freddy's cupcake. I almost bought it. I did totally unrelated to anything horror, and I'm not even a Harry Potter fan at all. I did try some butterbeer.
Oh my God, did you like it?
I did. I really liked it.
Yes.
I thought it was an actual beer. I thought it was like an actual alcohol.
Yeah.
And then I drank it and I was like, this is just cream soda. But luckily I like cream soda. So it was good. No, it was a good it was like a very sweet, like a sweeter cream soda. Which I liked. It was really delicious. I went in expecting it to be a beer.
Yeah, I thought they sold an alcoholic version, but I think I was wrong.
I went up and I was like, can I get a butter beer? And they're like, you want it as a soda or a slush? I'm like, I guess a soda. And then she poured it and I was like, does this have alcohol in it? She's like, no. I'm like, oh.
That sucks.
I was like, damn, I thought y'all had an alcohol version. It still tasted good. I'm not complaining, but I was like, damn. But no, did not eat any of the other food there besides butterbeer,
Yeah.
which is funny because I'm not at all a Harry Potter fan. But that shit was delicious. I was like, I can see why this is a big item here. Also, just like, dude, Universal Studios is really good. That was my first time ever at Universal Studios, Halloween Horror Nights, like all of it.
Mhm.
So it was fun. Also, I didn't know Universal Studios had like a whole shopping center and like a movie theater there.
Oh yeah.
And they have like a Margaritaville and an Italian restaurant. I'm like, Jesus Christ, this is a fucking cool setup.
They got everything there.
Apparently, the theater at Universal Studios is the second biggest IMAX theater
Whoa.
in LA. So that was cool. I didn't go in and watch a movie or anything, but I walked past it. And I was like, this is neat. But yeah, besides that, I went to the house from Halloween.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, and I also went to the house from Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh, that's so cool.
It's funny because the people who own the Halloween house are like totally cool with you taking pictures because it's like some like firm like law firm now or insurance company that,
Oh.
that they use as like an office space, but it's still the house. It's just painted blue now.
Mhm.
Um, but they like let you come up and take photos and hang out there, and I got some photos there. But then with the Nightmare on Elm Street house, whoever bought it, I guess they don't like people taking pictures of the house because they
Yeah.
had so much shrubbery covering the yard. to block photos. I still got a photo, but it was like it was so obscure and you could barely tell what it was, and I was like, well, that sucks.
Yeah, that does suck.
Because like I don't know, I know everyone's entitled to their privacy. I totally get that, but I also feel like when you buy a house. Okay, sorry about that. Some technical difficulties. My docking station for my computer just decided to not work as I touched my ring light, so that's fun. So I'm using my my PlayStation headset. That's why I look like I'm streaming video games right now and not doing a podcast. So forgive me if the mic quality is subpar for the remainder of the episode on my end. But what were we talking about?
The Elm Street house.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's everyone's entitled to their privacy, but also like if you buy a famous house from a movie or TV show, that's kind of what happens. I don't know. It's like when that person bought the Breaking Bad house
I was gonna say, yeah.
and then like totally like flips her shit every time someone comes over and takes a photo with the house. It's
Yeah.
like that's kind of I don't know, kind of part of the deal, I would assume. But everyone's entitled to privacy. I get it. But anywho, but yeah, it was cool getting to see the Elm Street house. Even oh my God, what was going on with my light? It was cool getting to see the Elm Street house, even though it was like totally covered in like shrubbery. Still cool to see. And then the Michael Myers house, that shit was like the only difference was that it was blue. That was like literally the only difference.
It's so cool.
So those are some cool photos. I'm sure they'll be on my Instagram by the time this goes up or in the coming days. I don't know. I try to space out my Instagram posting, but I should probably just start just dumping everything on there at once and see what happens. But yeah, that was me at Universal.
That's awesome, man. I'm glad you
Yeah.
had fun.
No, it was a blast. It was a good time, and I want to go back and do it again. And again, shout out to Ryan for showing me the ropes and hanging and letting me talk his ear off during the 2 hour Five Nights at Freddy's line. That shit must have been torture. So thank you, Ryan. Shout out to Ryan. Shout out to Ryan Rank. Um, but yeah. So as far as films, I figured we can both go over films we watched in October.
Yeah.
We could talk a little bit about them. And why don't you go first?
Okay. So I actually started my October off with watching the first VHS movies.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
What'd you think of did you just watch the first one or did you watch like the first three?
I've watched the first two and then VHS Halloween later on.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, I thought they were really good. I like the second one a lot more than the first one though.
It's valid.
Yeah, because like the first one kind of gave me like misogyny vibes. I don't know.
Yeah. No, it's funny. While I was like making dinner, I put like the first VHS on like in the background, which I'm realizing now is probably an insane ass movie to have on as like background, but like I just got Hulu again. So I was like, oh, what's on Hulu? Oh, VHS. Um, yeah, the original, it's more like, it did what it did. It started this franchise, so
Yeah.
that's cool. And also, it had the really cool siren segment.
Oh yeah, it did. That one was a
Yeah,
good one.
that was fun. And also, that was actually the first episode of Talking Terror, interviewing Hannah Fierman,
Oh, that's so cool.
who played the monster lady in that segment.
What was it like? Was she pleasant?
Yeah, she was super nice.
That's sweet.
Yeah, no, she was great. To start off my October, I watched the original Halloween. And then immediately that next day, I watched Nightmare on Elm Street. So it's funny that I was just talking about those houses, both of which are 5-star movies. I mean, we all know this. I mean, to me, they're 5-star movies. The original Halloween is a masterpiece, and the original Nightmare on Elm Street is like, dude, those special effects, like when Freddy has like the arms like stretched out in that
Oh
one scene,
yeah.
that movie is just so fucking cool. And I see scenes like that, and I see like the Johnny Depp like bed scene. And I'm just like why can't we have Freddy Krueger today?
Yeah.
Why are there no Nightmare on Elm Street movies being made today? Like between practical effects and modern day like computer enhancements, like you could do so much with Five Nights at Freddy's with Nightmare on Elm Street. I'm sorry. I've been thinking about Five Nights at Freddy's all fucking day. I got the tickets while I was at work, and I've just been seeing non-stop ads for like the AMC popcorn buckets now. No, Nightmare on Elm. You do so much of Nightmare on Elm Street today. If you just let a writer and director go ape shit with it. And I hope we do get another Nightmare on Elm Street film someday.
So too.
What else did you watch this year or this month?
I watched the first Hell House LLC.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, that was really good actually.
I know. Oh, the first one is so good.
I haven't watched the second and third one though.
I need to rewatch two and three. It's been a minute.
Do you think you have to watch those after watching the first one?
No, I feel like the first one really stands alone on its own, but the newest Hell House LLC um really hinges on you watching like three and four,
Oh,
which is kind of that's probably why I didn't jive with it as much as I thought I would, because it really requires you to like know very specific things in three and four.
oh.
So it's like, yeah, kind of turns into homework towards the end of that franchise, but it was still like a decent movie, and it definitely like did some new shit with the franchise. Like it's not found footage, the new one. Um, so it has a lot of really bold ideas, but just like that was one thing that kind of drew it back for me was how it was so reliant on you having seen three and four, which I am not as familiar with those. But that original was like a modern classic to me. That's one I gotta throw on every year.
It's really good.
So you liked it?
I did.
Hell yeah. Oh, I love movies about haunted houses being dangerous
Yeah.
because I love going to a good haunted house in October and then just seeing movies where like evil shit happens in haunted houses. Just fun. Um, I saw a lot of movies this month. I'm gonna kind of skip around, but I did see Good Boy on October 4th. I saw Good Boy. For those unaware, Good Boy is the new film where it's a horror film from the perspective of a dog.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, it's a really cool movie, and like the story wasn't anything crazy. It was kind of a simple haunted cabin in the woods premise. So if you're looking for like a unique story, it doesn't really have that, but it has like it sets out to make a movie from a dog's perspective, and it does. It like does not break the dog's POV the whole film. Like you're just with this dog the whole movie, and you feel their emotion. You feel when it's scared, when it's stressed. Um, and there's a lot of really cool like little scenes that play with that. And if you watch it solely with that mindset of like this is a movie, a horror movie from the perspective of a dog, they did that shit and they did it very well. Um, and what also kind of sweetened it for me was I don't know if this was going to be on the streaming release or if it's going to be on any Blu-ray or DVD releases, but it did after the end credits rolled, they had a little mini behind the scenes documentary about the filming of the movie,
That's
and they
cool.
were like, "Oh, this is the dog, and this is how we trained the dog to do this, and how this is how the dog does this to look scared." Um,
Aw.
and that made me love the movie more. I'm like, oh, that's just so cute. Like, I love dogs, um and yeah, it's a good film. Like from that perspective, and I had fun with it.
It's cool. That's very interesting.
Yeah, no, definitely check it out if you haven't got a chance to. It's one of the more unique films of the year that I've seen, but it does its job. It does what it says it's gonna do, and it does it very well.
Also, are you more of a dog person or a cat person?
Dog.
Dog?
Yeah. I love cats. I do. I love cats. I really love dogs. Because I feel like dogs love me back. My cat, yeah. My parents have a cat, and like I lived with that cat for a long time, and I love her, but she gives me like resting bitch face.
Oh my God.
She does, I swear to God. But my dog, every dog in my life has always been so happy to be around me. So always happy about that.
Well, that's sweet.
Yeah. How about you?
I'm more of a cat person.
It's valid.
Yeah, I'm more biased towards them because, like, I feel like you can tell someone's personality if they're a dog or a cat person, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I also like that they're more linked to the devil. I think it's cool.
Oh yeah, yeah. I guess like culture wise, yeah. Like in
Yeah.
the yeah. Also you do definitely give off like cat person vibes.
Thank you. The next movie I watched, I really liked found footage this whole October. It
Hell
was
yeah.
Creep 2.
Yes.
Yes.
I love Creep. I love the Creep franchise. Creep Tape season 2 next month. I interviewed Patrick Bryce and Mark Duplass at Fantastic Fest. That interview will be going live on jacobharper.com
Ooh.
within the next week, before the show comes out at least, and it's awesome. No, anyway, go continue. I just had to plug Creep. I love the Creep franchise so much.
Um, so I really liked the main actress for this. Did we talk about that? I feel like we talked about this.
We might have, but we could still talk about it.
Okay, I really like the main actress because like she matched his freak and and she did it well.
Dangerously well.
Yes. Also, we got to see uh well, he doesn't even have like a name, right? Because he changes it every time he meets someone new.
Yeah, but I think his real name is Joseph.
Oh, okay, yeah. And we saw Joseph full frontal. It was
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, we did.
I was not expecting that.
No, it's always a surprise when you first like turn on Creep 2. You're like, oh shit. No, like, and that movie has one of my favorite endings to a found footage film ever. I'm not gonna spoil the ending, but like that ending is like it's fucking good.
Yeah,
She's
it was
on
unsettling.
on the subway. It's like, oh, Jesus. Oh my God, it's such a good ending.
She's really pretty too.
Oh, she is. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right, tell me your next movie.
Okay. So I don't want to be jumping around because I watched a lot of fucking movies this past month. I also saw a lot of movies at like Amarillo Film Festival. None of them were horror. I didn't see one horror film at Amarillo Film Festival.
Wow.
But I was like, I know, I was like, damn, for real. But I saw a lot of those. But um, I watched and I double dipped. I watched it 2 days in a row because I was writing an article on it. I watched Haunt from 2019.
Yeah.
Which if y'all tuned into the previous episode, you heard me yap about it, but I'm gonna yap a little bit about it again. Um, Haunt is so fucking good, dude. It's just fun. Good, like Halloween fun. These young adults go to this extreme haunted house on Halloween night and end up, kind of being hunted down and murdered by these scare actors. And really, I love their costumes. I love the old school, like Ben Cooper kind of cartoonish, old school Halloween costumes, and they all wear those. I just think that's such a cool like design for a villain, for
That is
villains, like
cool.
a group of villains, and it's just like it's purely atmospherical. And not to say there's no story. There's a story, and it's a good story, and there's lots of great kills, but it's just like that's one of those movies that just oozes Halloween.
Yeah.
Like almost every frame in that film just feels like, yeah, this feels very Halloween. I'm like, you could put this on at a Halloween party, and I feel like a lot of people will be entertained, or you just put it on for like an October night, which I know I'm saying this in November now, but it still rings true. It's a great annual watch for me, and I ended up writing an article about it for 1428, which I'll link in the description below. But it was fun to revisit it with like a more analytical pair of eyes and watch it from that angle, and then also just rewatch it for fun. Because like there's sometimes where I just turn my brain off and watch it, and there's some where I'm like, oh, I gotta like look at this. But no, Haunt was again 2 days in a row I watched it. It's always been a fun one for me.
Yeah, I think the concept is really cool.
It's a really fun fucking concept.
Actually, I don't know if you watched this one yet. It's House on Eden.
No, I haven't seen that one yet. I've heard mixed things, but what did you think?
I thought it was pretty good. Like the acting was like I thought it was really good, the acting. And
Hmm.
the scares were pretty good as well. But apparently I had to do more research on this. These two the two main actresses actually have a horror podcast, and this was for their fans.
Oh shit!
Yeah, isn't that
What
cool?
what's the podcast called?
It is called that's a good question. Wait, I got this. Because I did search it up earlier when I after I watched the movie. Don't worry, Jacob, I got this.
You're good.
It is called The Haunted Estate.
The Haunted Estate?
Yeah. It's like
Hell
a true
yeah.
crime podcast. It's cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, I think
Haunted
she really should like go into acting or something because like she was really good.
Get them on the podcast. Haunted Estate, when are we doing a crossover? When are
Yes.
we collabing? Let's make it happen. No, that's super cool. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Because I know it was getting like polarizing reviews, but I mean the concept sounds cool.
Yeah.
And the poster was like very attention grabbing. So that I'm down to check it out.
Hell yeah. And it's found footage. Awesome.
Love some good found footage. Okay, what else we got here? I'm gonna try to find which one I want to yap about next. Oh, so one, this is a first time watch, another first time watch for me. Silver Bullet from 1985. Stephen King film. I believe it's a Stephen King film. I can double check that, but yep, it is a Stephen King movie. Yeah, Silver Bullet, 1985. Uh, I just saw this on TV. Just one day I was at home visiting parents, and it was on TV, and I just sat down and I watched it all day. I was like, oh shit, this is pretty good. I love werewolf movies. This has been on my watch list for a while. So to finally cross it off and having really enjoyed it was super fun. It's got that like 80s kind of Goonies,
Ooh,
feel, but with a werewolf. Um, which was super cool. And the effects were fucking awesome.
that's cool.
Yeah. And there's like the antagonist of the movie, without spoilers, um, had a really cool look to him and was menacing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I had a good time with this one. I can try to see if I have more notes on it. Um, yeah, all I said was kind of insane. I've never seen this before, but yeah, this is awesome. More werewolf movies, please. So yeah, pretty much sums it up. More werewolf movies, please. With practical effects. I love the practical werewolf effects.
That's so cool. Sorry, I keep stalking to see if you like read this one. I mean, watched this one yet. It's The Tunnel.
The Tunnel.
Mhm. You heard of
Never
that
even
one?
heard of that one. No, I haven't even never even heard of it.
Oh, okay. This one's also a different found footage one, but it's like Australian. Actually, there was this weird review. Hold on. Someone said it's a good thing Australian people aren't real.
Chat, any Australian talking Terra fans, make your voice heard and prove that you're real. Comment if you're watching this on YouTube, comment on YouTube or tweet us at TalkTerraPod on Twitter. Prove that you're real. Prove this letterbox user wrong. But so what was it about?
Right. So there's these like tunnels that they're talking about, and it's like made as a docu-series slash found footage film. And they're going under these tunnels, talking about how there's like homeless people that are going missing, and then there's like something in the tunnel that's like killing these homeless people.
Hmm. Oh, that's a little watch list actually. Hold on.
It's
You know,
pretty good.
I've been wanting to get more into Australian horror because I watched from 2011. All right, cool. Add to my watch list. See if I can quickly find any funny reviews. But no, I've been wanting to watch more Australian horror because I remember like a few years ago at Fantastic Fest, I watched this one movie called like Wake in Fear or Wake in Fright, something like that.
Yeah.
And it was a really cool like 70s Australian horror film. So definitely want to watch more of those. So add that to the watch list.
If Australian horror had a name, what would you name it?
I don't know if it had a name.
Yeah, like that
Well, like,
genre.
well, yeah, because for Japanese horror, it's J horror, right?
Mhm.
So would it be A horror,
Think, think of a new name.
K horror for like kangaroo and stuff like. I
I
don't know.
know.
I'm bad at this. Ariana, you're gonna get me canceled with our Australian audiences by asking me shit like that.
And Jacob says something racist.
I I wouldn't. I would never. No. Don't get me. I'd like to apologize to our Australian audience if any of this has been offensive. I don't think it has been, but I'm not Australian, so I wouldn't know. I don't think Australians would be getting mad at this podcast. I feel like they have enough problems. They have like the giant spiders and shit.
It's true. Doesn't it literally like rain spiders? Stop it. Not like that.
Does it rain? Does it rain spiders?
When it's spider season, they like they
Spider
parachute
season?
down.
Maybe I don't know. I just know there's a lot of like horrific eldritch entities in Australia. I have no business meeting, so I feel like they're not worried about our comments. But maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Again, our Australian viewers, you could at us at TalkTerrapod, or you can comment if you're watching this on YouTube. Let us know what you think. What would you call Australian horror? What do you guys have a name for it, or because there's J horror and there's like I don't know. Is Korean horror K horror? Like K-pop, but Korean horror? It's called K horror? That's interesting.
Is it?
I thought you were nodding. Yes, I don't know. I have no fucking clue. Um. Anyway, moving on. Let's see what else I watched. I want to skip ahead. Oh, I don't want to keep laughing about Australia. Let me keep moving on. Okay, so I watched the Vincent Price House of Usher movie, directed by Roger Corman, 1960. Um, it was cool. You know, I feel like it was a little bit weaker than some of the previous Corman films I had seen,
Mhm.
especially in the Edgar Allan Poe adaptations he had done with Vincent Price. But I liked it. I mean, as usual with these movies, like the costuming and the set design and just the atmosphere is really well done. Um, and it's based on a short story, so he takes a lot of liberties with the the story's direction and plot. But I thought it was all right. Um, I wrote in my letterbox review that he takes like the little bits and pieces from the stories and dials all of them up to 11. Um, and it makes for an interesting an interesting result. But Vincent Price fucking kills it in this. Like he is like batshit insane the whole movie.
That's so
Like
cool.
like that dude is tweaking the whole film. It's awesome. Um, also the main. So have you seen House of Usher before?
Mm.
So it's about this guy. It takes place like in the like 1700s or whatever. And this guy shows up at the Usher mansion. What is going on with my light? Oh my God. This guy shows up at the Usher mansion um to meet this woman that he's gonna marry because they like met once and started like saying lives to each other, and then they're gonna get married.
Yeah.
And he goes there, and the woman's brother is there, Roderick Usher, and he's like, "You can't marry my sister. She's dying, and I'm also dying because our family is cursed because we're evil. So leave." And the guy was like, "I'm not gonna leave, but like, tell me about this curse." And he's like, "My family's so evil. We're so cursed." And he's like, "I'm really sick. Like, he's like, my hearing is very sensitive, and like I hear things very like far away and very loudly. So talk very softly when you speak to me." And the whole time the guy is just pretty chill about it. He was like, oh, "Okay." But he's like, "Okay, can I still see that? Can I still see the girl I'm trying to marry?" He's like, "No." And they eventually meet, and it's just like it's so funny how it kind of plays out. Like this guy is so chill. Like he basically walks into a schizophrenic guy's house, and it's like, "I'm here to marry your sister," and the guy starts tweaking, and he's super chill about it. So that made for a fun watch. Um, but yeah, that's the House of Usher from 1960. Yeah, it was recommended to me because I've been meaning to watch it for a while, but it was recommended to me by Christopher Yancey. So
Ooh.
shout out to Yancey if you're listening to this, which you better be. I always tell him to tune into Talking Terror. What's next on your list?
All right. The next movie I watched was Spree. Spree is so good. Like,
Yeah,
yes. It was so good, dude.
I had to swallow the rest of my Freddy Fazbear Fanta, but no, Spree is awesome,
Yes, it is.
dude. I want Joe Keery to play more psychopaths.
Oh.
Thank God Stranger Things is ending so Joe Keery can keep playing psychotic people. Like, I need him doing more weird shit like that, man.
Actually, I did have something to tell you today. Because like, well, we're gonna talk more about like, stuff later. But there's this episode or this scene in Hazbin Hotel, the new season, that reminded me of Spree.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was like a screen life thing.
Weird. Okay,
It was fucking awesome.
I'm hyped to hear about it. God, I've been avoiding Hazbin Hotel. I've been waiting to hear your review, so we'll get to that towards the end of the show. I'm super fucking hyped for it. Um, but I love Spree. Dude, the year that came out, I think it was like 2021.
Yeah.
I dressed as Kurt for Halloween that year.
It's so cool.
Yeah, and I got like reposted on like the Spree like Instagram.
Oh,
I was
that's awesome.
I was like, oh hell yeah, dude, win. Also, why didn't they ever make any of those damn Kurt's World hats?
Yeah, that would have
I
been
wa-
cool.
I had to make my own for my costume, but I wanted one.
Wow.
Also, when I got to LA, one of the first movies Ryan and I watched on Halloween night was Spree.
Oh, that's so cool.
So it's funny that you mentioned that. But no, I love Spree. It's like one of my favorite. It might be my favorite screen life movie, honestly.
Yeah.
It's so well made. Joe Keery does an amazing job. I'd love to get the director on at some point. Director, what's the director's name? I have it right here. I knew it was Eugene. Okay, Eugene Kotlarenko. Kotliarenko. I hope I pronounced that correctly. But yeah, I would love to have him on because it's a good ass movie, and I will always take a chance to uh I'll always take the opportunity to gush about it. So what was it your first time watch for Spree or
Yeah, it was my first time watching it.
damn? So give me your review. What'd you think?
I thought it was like, so when he was first making people like drink the water and stuff, and like they're dying, I was just like, oh, okay, so he's used to this. So he's used to doing this.
Yeah, I love how like normal he plays being a psychopath.
Yeah.
Like even like the murder, like it's so it doesn't phase him anymore. Like even when he's talking to Bobby on like the live stream, Where his guys, this dude, he's like, no one wants to watch this dumb evil shit. He's like, it's not evil, it's fucking cool.
Oh yeah, and it was the guy from Vine.
Yeah, I always forget he's a Vine star. Man. Dude, when I was watching it with Ryan, I was like, it's funny how like the whole movie, this kid is played up as like an almost comically douchey character, but then he gets like a weirdly like realistic and violent death.
Yeah.
Like a spoiler for Spree, but that death scene, it's like weirdly like uncomfy. It's like, oh my God, that's like Jesus.
Yeah, right?
Like he plays it off, like he plays it very well on how just disturbing it is. Um and God, I love Spree. It's such a good movie. Kurt, your beats are ass, but I still love you. His like mix is like his beats that he plays in the car. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Speaking of Spree, when I when I wrote my Spree review on Halloween, I said I'm gonna turn into Kurt Kunkel if y'all don't tune into Talking Terror. So if y'all start tuning in. All jokes, people, all jokes, don't worry.
It's funny as hell. I love that. I love it too because like it seems like with Spree, they have the most feasible plot that could happen in the modern age.
Yeah, it seems pretty I like I'm surprised it hasn't happened yet.
Me too.
Just some guy going around like streaming, like murdering people and seeing how long it
Yeah.
takes for him to get caught. Because it's like it's weird, like I feel like he knows at the end he's gonna die.
Mhm.
Because even like there's a point where he's like like he's like hiding the body. And he's talking to like the stream and he's like, like you're not gonna have to worry about this part later on, but early on in the game, it really helps to hide the bodies and keep going as long as you can.
Yeah.
It's like he knows he's gonna get caught, but he's like, right now, just hide the bodies. Later on, you don't have to worry about being discreet. It's like it's so creepy how like normal he is about it. Like he's so nonchalant when he's talking about murdering people and hiding bodies.
Yeah.
There's also a really funny scene where he's at the gas station, like cleaning his car. He's literally wiping blood off his car while a cop is right there, which is funny in itself. But when he opens up Google and you see like, his like screen share on his recent Google search, it says how to dispose of a dead body and like best places to dump things in LA.
Oh my God.
Like it was like again, it's like I love like the little like character. I love like the little niche things like that, like just little hints, or just like the director didn't have to put that in there, but he did, and it's awesome. And also, apparently, all the live stream comments in the film were written by the director.
Really?
So
Holy shit.
every single comment was like typed out by the director and like written like individually. So which was like,
Wow.
because there's a bunch of just like when you watch, there's like a bunch of random ass shit.
Yeah, that's a lot, man.
There's some that are like porn bots in the comments. There's some that are like racist, like alt-right people. There's some people who are like, call the fucking police. Who is this?
So realistic.
Yeah, like it's like it was all one guy writing, but it's like a million different people's voices or like comments. Which I thought was like, damn, that's dedication. But yeah, dude, Spree is amazing. It's one of my favorite films of the decade so far, honestly. Um, what else? Oh, I did go to the Dallas International Film Festival shorts screenings,
Yeah.
and I caught my good buddy Glenn Maxwell. His short film, Mr. Mittens, was I know, right? It's already a cool name. It's funny we were talking about cats earlier. So Mr. Mittens is uh a short horror film about a cat after it gets neutered. It
Mhm.
hunts down the people that that neutered him
Yeah.
and just kills them gruesomely.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and it's all shot very like 70s grindhouse. It has like a really cool like look to it. And
I love that.
they had like an actual like puppet of like a cat.
Oh, that's so cool.
that they were controlling, and they brought it to the film festival screen, so I got to see the cat puppet they used.
Wow.
Yeah, Glenn and his fiance collaborated on it, and it was so fun being able to catch it on the big screen. So shout out to Glenn Maxwell, Mr. Mittens. Really fun short horror film. So I don't know when it's getting released on YouTube or anything, but whenever it does, I want to watch it again. But no, it was great. There's one scene where the cat's driving a car
What?
and it uses a turn signal.
That's so cool.
And I know it's great. It's so good. I had so much fun with it.
Mm, my next one is The House is October Built.
Oh yeah,
I feel like, why do I feel like we spoke about these movies before? I
I feel like we talked about the sequel.
think we did.
I thought that was literally on the last episode. We haven't recorded it so long we forget. Dude, I'm saying, y'all, if y'all don't believe us, October was long for us, dude. I was working my ass off, and I think Ari had fucking midterms.
I did.
Yeah, it was October. I love Halloween, but oh my God, October was such a pain. It was very long. But yeah, I think we were talking about the sequel in the last episode. So this was a rewatch for you?
No, it was my first time.
You watched the sequel first.
Wait, I only watched the first one.
Oh, the one we were talking about last episode. I don't know.
I don't even remember, bro.
You want to pick another movie?
Yeah. Oh my God, wait, because we talked about this one last. I swear to God, I think in October,
Oh, yes, we did talk about this one last time. Okay, it wasn't the sequel. We did talk about this one last time.
because we were going over movies we watched so far, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, because like on the last episode we were talking about like Halloween horror movies that we recommend. And
Okay.
we got to talking about The House is October Built.
Okay.
I don't know if you had mentioned it or if I had mentioned it, but we got to talking about it.
That makes sense. Uh, yeah. um, Late Night with the Devil.
Yes!
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, we talked about this one last time too. Oh my God. Oh my God.
I'll tell you the latest movie I watched.
Okay, yeah.
The
Do that.
the first 20 minutes of
First 20 minutes.
it was like on Shutter. It was like a Shutter original, the one with like the devil something, and then it's like red. Have you seen that one? Okay.
The Devil's Candy?
No,
You said the devil's something and it's red. I'm like, what?
it's, it's like a red movie poster, and then this person is like floating or something near the house. Is that not what you do in October?
Is
Float
that
near the
not what you
house.
do in October?
Let me check. I swear to God, dude, it was right here. Oh, The Dark and the Wicked.
The Dark and the Wicked. Okay, I haven't heard of that.
Okay. Well, in the first 20 minutes, I thought it was really good.
Okay, were you watching it? Then we had to get on this recording. Oh my God. Wait.
Yeah.
Okay, this has been on my watch list, but it's apparently directed by Brian Bertino, who I met at Fantastic Fest.
Oh my God.
He did the movie Vicious. And he did The Strangers, which is like second favorite horror film of all time for me. So, okay, that instantly makes me more excited to watch this now. Hell yeah.
Wait, what
So,
is it called?
the Dark and the you just said it, The Dark and the
Wait, that
Wicked.
was what? No, that's what we were talking.
Yeah, I said it. It's this one, right?
It's that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
What did you think of? It's whatever. So what did you think of the 20 minutes of it that you saw?
So far, I thought they built up the suspense pretty good. um, like even in the first 20 minutes, there's like gory stuff, and I'm just like, that's awesome. You're
I'm cr
laughing at me.
I'm crying, bro. We're giving a review of a movie we saw for 20 minutes. Bro's reviewing 20 minutes of a film.
I watch my movie. 20 minutes today, 20 minutes tomorrow.
You'll have it done by the end of the week.
Right.
No, that's so real though. So, dude, sometimes I'll start a movie and then I'll like pass the fuck out. Not because
Yeah.
the movie's boring, it's because I'm tired. And I still feel like I can commit to a movie even though I probably shouldn't. I did on Halloween night as I was drifting off to sleep. I turned on Malum, which is the one I've been wanting to watch, and I fell asleep like 10 minutes into it because I was just so tired. But gotta go back and put it on. But yeah, Dark and the Wicked. Concept sounds cool. I just read the description. Sounds cool. Oh, no, hell yeah. Um, that was so funny. Wait, I saw 20 minutes. That's great. Oh, this is an excuse to talk about. This is an excuse to plug something.
Yeah.
That's what most of my picks have segued into advertisement. Anyway, no. So I went and saw Shelby Oaks for the second time.
Ooh.
In theaters. I went and saw it in theaters. When did I see it? The 26th.
Mhm.
Because I saw it at Fantastic Fest. Then finally got a chance to watch it again. At my local AMC. Such a cool film. And they quoted us in their marketing, as some of y'all may have seen on the social medias. Um we got quoted by Neon for Shelby Oaks, where they used my tweet that said it's the Blair Witch Project meets Hereditary. Um and yeah, I mean it. It's a good film. It utilizes a lot of different aspects of found footage, but also, more elevated horror ideas. And it's neat. It breaks the rules of found footage quite a bit. Like it kind of bends the rules. But in film there are no rules really when you really get down to it. So I enjoyed it personally. I know it's been kind of polarizing amongst horror fans, but um, I am a Shelby Oaks fan. I can confirm now having seen it twice. Um, and I'd love to get some of the Shelby Oaks team on here at some point. We're gonna try to make that happen. I'd love to chat with Chris Stuckman or even at Fantastic Fest. I interviewed the editor of the film, Patrick Lawrence, and that was like my longest interview ever at a film festival because it was like we were just at a coffee shop talking, and I just recorded it.
Wow.
Like it was an interview. I was like asking questions, but we were just doing it at a coffee shop because we weren't in the theater or like at the PR green room or anything. So we're just like, oh, let's just talk, and we talked for like 40 minutes.
That's pretty cool.
So that I had to go and edit 40 minutes of me talking, which was just as painful as it sounds, but
Mhm.
it was worth it because it was a good interview. Um, yeah, I'd love to have him on again as well because we just like nerded out about fucking movies, and he also was the editor on Screamboat.
Really?
I had no idea until he had mentioned that. I was like, oh hell yeah, I love Screamboat. So that's super cool. Um, but yeah, Shelby Oaks, good film. I stand by the Talking Terror quote, and really, dude, the podcast being quoted by Neon has been like fucking highlight of my year, to be
It's
honest.
fucking awesome.
Um, And if it gets put on the Blu-ray, I don't know when the Blu-ray will be released, but if our quote is on the Blu-ray, I'll be giving away a copy of the Blu-ray on the show. I want to make it. I want it to happen so badly.
We should sign it.
I feel like my signature would make it worth less, but yeah. But sure. Yeah.
The Jacob Harper?
Let us know if you want us to send us anything. We'll sign it for you. We'll probably decrease the value in the process, but we will
Yeah.
sign. We will sign anything. Someone sends us the death note. Sign it. What is this episode, bro? What are we talking about? But
I didn't, I didn't watch any more movies.
valid. No, that's okay. So I guess I'll end on another one I haven't really talked about that much, or actually ever. This is another first time watch for me, and then we'll move on to the next part of the show. I know the audience is probably like, "There's a next part." Will y'all shut up? No. Hopefully y'all like listening to us kind of yap and ramble. This is what we do when we don't have a guest on. We just talk about movies, which is fun. I have a lot of fun doing this. I just I hope we're on track for you guys. But anyway, um, I this is the last movie I watched when I was conscious on Halloween night. Um, it was the WNUF Halloween special from
Oh,
2013. Have you heard of this one?
yeah, you expressed that you wanted to watch this one.
Yeah,
So fucking cool.
my low res camera picking up the poster. Oh man. Yeah, so WNUF Halloween special, for those unaware, it's a horror film that is meant to look like it all takes place over the on a broadcast, a public access broadcast station for like a Halloween night like news report special. So the plot is like kind of, it's a little disconnected, which I believe is, intentional because it's supposed to feel like an actual broadcast. So there are some kind of gaps in how things happen to kind of add on to the scares. But it was a cool concept, and I feel like again this is a more something that you put on in the background of a Halloween party. Excuse me, my throat is very dry. What are you laughing at?
I watched the first 10 seconds of this.
What, the studio credits?
Yeah.
Cool.
Go on.
Was that all?
Yeah. Okay, go ahead, Jacob.
Sorry, I had to clear my throat. Because I tried to keep a straight face while you're covering your mic to laugh, and I was like, "What the fuck is she laughing at so much?"
Yeah.
And then you chime in, you're like, "I watched 10 seconds of this." Thanks for letting me know. Cool, man. Yeah. When I had highly, my cheeks hurt from fucking laughing. Oh my God. No, I would highly recommend checking it out. Again, I don't want to say it's purely vibes or aesthetic, but like this is something that you throw on at a Halloween party to kind of get those Halloween feels. And again, it succeeds at that, and it commits to the bit. It does feel like a 1987 public access station broadcast. Um, and it's like Late Night with the Devil, but if it took place outside.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was kind of, but in the late 80s of the late 70s. So it's I feel like this movie and Late Night share some DNA. I mean, the Late Night with the Devil, that storyline and that plot is way more like straight and like point A, point B, point C, and you could see all of it happening. With uh WNUF, it's very like, all right, this thing's going on in the background where it's like you kind of notice them, but you're mostly just watching like the news and you're watching all the fun Halloween shit. And yeah, it's just a neat little film that I've been meaning to check out, and I finally did.
I gotta watch the rest of it.
Yeah, it gets really good after the first 10 seconds. That's so good. All right. Let's move on.
What
So,
is the next part?
what?
What is the next part we're doing?
So, with all that said and done, we're going to move on to talking about some sort of news in the horror industry lately. We're going to talk about some new trailers that were released. Last week was a big week for trailers. We got, even today too, we got the Finance of Phrase. No, it was yesterday. We got the Finance of Phrase 2 official trailer, which I just watched before starting this recording. But yeah, last week we got the trailers for Stranger Things and Scream 7, which are big. Um, I know there's kind of an elephant in the room about Scream 7. That I mean, I feel like it'd be weird to not address for those unaware about Melissa Barrera and her being let go from the film. And then with that, Jenna Ortega exited, so they kind of had to rewrite the script with Kevin Williamson, who has written, I mean, he's written just most of the Scream films, if not all of them. I'm pretty sure he may have had a hand in writing 5 and 6. But I know he was the lead writer on the original, and he's been with the franchise ever since then. But he's now in the director's chair as well. They kind of cycled through a few different directors. Christopher Landon was in the running, who I like a lot of his work, so I'm kind of sad that he departed the film. But I mean, Kevin Williamson, I think this is his directorial debut. Maybe he's directed one or two other things in the past. I'm not too sure. But I just gotta say, even before the trailer came out, my expectations were, I mean, low
Yeah.
for the film because I mean, I hear all this. Oh, we're bringing back Matthew Lillard. We're bringing back Roman from Scream 3, and it's like they died.
Yeah.
You know, it's all the casting announcements for Scream. It just started sounding like a Marvel movie. Like it's like that meme where it's like they'll have good writing. It's like we have hype moments and aura. It's like, well, that's not a good movie. That's just hype moments and aura. You
Right.
know, aura farming. It's you know, it just seems so lacking of substance. And I watched the trailer, and my opinion didn't really sway all that much
Mhm.
from that. It still feels like it's missing some emotion. It's missing stakes. It's because like bringing Sydney back as the main character. Well, we know she's not going to die. The fact that you wrote her back into the script means you want to have her longer.
Right.
I don't think Kevin Williamson wrote a script just to kill Sydney. Um, and also, I personally, this is just me. I think being this is the seventh movie in the Scream franchise, they haven't done any reboots or retcons. It's been one continuity, one straight line of plot. The fact that Sydney is back as the main character for the seventh film, it just gets a little ridiculous. Like, how many times can this happen to you? I mean,
Right.
realistically, because I mentioned this on Twitter, and someone said, "Well, what about Halloween?" You know, Jamie Lee Curtis, Laurie Strode. Laurie Strode was always the focus in Halloween.
Mhm.
No, not always. Her story originally ended with Halloween 2, and they pivoted to Halloween 3, where she was not even in the film at all.
Yeah.
And then she wasn't in Halloween 4, 5, or 6. She didn't come back till Halloween 7. So you had three, four, five, and six. You had four films without Jamie Lee Curtis that were, pretty big, and they still kept their own plot going. They had a new take of this on the story. I didn't like the Thorn trilogy for Halloween. I didn't like the direction they went, but nonetheless, they still managed to pull it off without involving Laurie. They stretched their creative muscles and brought in some new characters without having to prolong Laurie Strode's story. You don't have Laurie Strode facing Michael Myers three, four, five, six, seven times. You know, if you count the original timeline, which is Halloween one, two, four, five, six, and seven, Laurie only encounters Michael three times in the course of like 20 years at that point.
Wow.
And that's the original timeline. And then there was the remake with the Rob Zombie, with Rob Zombie directing, and then you had the reboot with Blumhouse with Halloween 2018. So, those were all retcons. Those were all, not in the same, line of plot. So Scream doesn't have that. Scream doesn't have any retconning or rebooting or, oh, this didn't actually happen. So now all that is erased, and this is Sydney's first time seeing Ghostface in decades or whatever. It's not like that. It's, oh, this is happening to her again.
Yeah.
And it just that paired with bringing back, I know he's a fan favorite, but Stu Macher, that dude had a big ass TV dropped on his skull, and he
He
was
did.
electrocuted. You could hear his death rattle in the movie if you listen closely. He's dead,
Yeah.
like dead as hell. Um, it all just seems so desperate. I don't know. It just screams desperation to get fans back on track and kind of sweep the whole controversy under the rug. And it also feels very like Marvel movie fan service. It feels like you're just jingling familiar faces in front of me to make me agree with you. And it just seems very from the trailer and from the casting news and from what I've heard in the leaks, it,
Mhm.
it, it just sounds very low effort.
Hmm.
I would have, even if you didn't bring back Melissa Barrera, even if that ship had sailed, and even if Jen Ortega was long gone, you could have still done with a new cast. You could have done a million different things, but they went with the safest cop out option and brought back Sydney, which I like Nev Campbell. That's not a diss against Nev Campbell. That's just, it feels just kind of exhausting and it feels low effort. To me, at least, just that's just my opinion. I've seen a lot of people who are very excited for Scream 7, and I'm happy for them. And don't get me wrong, I'll probably watch it opening weekend to give it a review and give it its fair trial. Give it a fair, court and see what it's all about. But as of right now, my expectations are pretty low. I don't know. What would you think, Ariane?
Um, I would say I'm unfortunately one of those people that like if you jingle the keys in front of me, I will I'll be
What?
so amazed.
I wouldn't say unfortunate because I mean I do that all the time. Like, while I was watching Doctor Sleep the other day,
Yeah.
the Shining sequel, and the sequence in the Overlook Hotel, even in a movie like Ready Player One, which is riddled with flaws,
Yeah.
that Shining sequence, I'm like, oh, this is fun. Like, there's no shame in it, you
Yeah.
know. I just feel like with Scream, they're doing it in a way to sweep Melissa Barrera under the rug and sweep all that away and try to please, you know, maybe older fans or
Yeah.
just try to. I don't know. Again, the whole thing feels very artificial, but I want to hear more about your take on it.
Um, again, I do feel sad for Melissa Barrera. Um, I felt like bringing back Nev Campbell, it did bring back like nostalgic vibes. That's what I was feeling from the movie, like nostalgia, and then like she had her daughter that she named Tatum.
I
Yeah,
liked that. I thought that was a good touch.
I thought it was good too.
Yeah, I thought that because like yeah, I like that. I think that's a cool angle.
But like the one thing about like Ghostface though is that I want just for one movie that we don't know who is behind the mask. Like I don't want that reveal.
Really?
Yeah.
You know what? I kind of dig that though. I do appreciate that. That's why I liked Scream 6 a lot,
Yeah.
especially the Scream 6 opening, where it's like he kills her, and then he takes off the mask. So you know who Ghostface is at the beginning, but then that Ghostface dies, and then another Ghostface. It would have been kind of cool if we kind of knew who one of the ghost faces were early on in the film, and then you spend the whole rest of the movie thinking like, well, hold on, who else could it be?
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of room to switch up the formula and try something new, but I just personally I feel like they're not gonna do much of that
Yeah.
in this new film. Again, it feels very safe. It feels very fan servicey. Um, I like that she named her dog Tam. I thought that was cute. I thought the opening kill, well, because we know it's gonna be the opening kill, the Airbnb. So, yeah, we know that's gonna be opening kill. I thought that was a neat concept, because it is an actual Airbnb in real life. I thought that was kind of fun.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, and the where she has to shoot Ghostface through the wall. I thought that was a good scene. That
Oh
that looked
yeah.
cool. Um, but like the lines Ghostface uses, and even like the lines that Gale drops. It's like all the lines again. They feel like generic. They feel way too generic.
Mhm.
It's like, let's unmask this motherfucker. It's like, is this Scooby Doo? Like, it feels like, because I watched it with Ryan on Halloween, and I was like, this feels like artificial. This feels like faked, Like a lot of people were saying, it feels like a fan film at times. Um, and I don't know, it feels unoriginal. I joked that it sounded like a lot of the lines were made by ChatGPT on just like write a cool Ghostface line or whatever. But it looks like there's some cool, suspenseful sequences. Um, I think Nev Campbell's going to do a good job. That's not again. I'm not dissing her as an actor. I think she's a great actress. I think she's great as Sydney. But I just think story wise, like I don't know, it doesn't work for me personally. I would much rather they
Yeah.
go a different route. Maybe they reboot the Scream TV series from back in the 2010s. They reboot that maybe, or give us a new season of that, or go a totally different route and has nothing to do with Sydney. Like I've always had an idea for a Scream film about like just a copycat killer, like on the other side of the country. It just
That's
has
cool.
nothing to do. Like he just heard about the Ghostface murders, and was like, oh, that's cool. I want to do that. But he does like his own version of it or whatever. So it's like,
Oh, I love that.
thank you. Yeah, and it involved like a dark web cult in my version, but
Ooh.
yeah. But that's what I mean is that I want to see more boldness in the franchise. I'm not asking you to send Ghostface to space or anything, but you know, change it up. Like Scream 6, yeah, that really good opening. And Scream 6 isn't without its flaws. I want to say that I'm not just gassing up Scream 5 and 6 because it's radio silence. I love radio silence. I have my issues with Scream 6, Um, but it was the first one without Sydney at all, and it worked story-wise. It worked. It took place in New York, which I thought was a unique setting, made for some good chase sequences. That was cool. Um, and again, it had that really cool opening sequence. So it made some interesting formula shifts, and I feel like that's gonna be really absent in this one.
Mm.
But I don't know, I'll keep an eye out for the second trailer, and maybe my mind will be changed. It's just I don't know. I think, and again, bringing back Matthew Lillard and his name escapes me at the moment, the actor from Scream 3 who played Roman, just bringing both of them back. It feels like a very very desperate attempt at
Yeah.
throwing everything at the wall and hoping you make people happy. Which I mean, people are down for it, and I'm interested to see how it goes. I'm gonna watch it and see how it is, but I feel like my expectations have been kind of lowered for this one. I also want to watch the trailer. Like I was like, no blood. I didn't see it. I saw barely a drop of blood in that trailer.
Oh yeah, you're right.
There was like one like CGI splash of blood. I was like, man, like if you're gonna have a lame story, you may as well give me some good kills. I don't know. Maybe I'm judging it too harshly, prematurely. I don't know. I've kind of kept my mouth shut about it on social media, so I'm kind of just dumping all my thoughts out now, so I don't have to talk about it more. Um, But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for me on Scream 7. Do you have anything else?
I don't actually. That was an interesting take.
Thank you. Yeah, and I mean, again, I'm still gonna watch it. I'm not gonna. I don't think because a lot of people are like, "Oh, boycott it," and I'm like, I don't think if I watch it through AMC A list, I don't think they get any money anyway.
Yeah.
I got that AMC A list subscription. Does any AMC employees should know how that pipeline works? If I use my AMC A list to watch a movie, how is that money distributed? I don't know how that works, but whatever. Um. Oh yeah, we also watched the Stranger Things trailer,
We did.
which I kind of forgot what happened in that one. I had to rewatch it before we started recording.
Mhm.
What did you think?
I think like it felt more like an action Marvel movie than like horror like it used to be.
You said you've only seen the first season, right?
Yeah, I saw the first season, so I was
That's
very confused.
the the idea of you watching Stranger Things season one and then watching the trailer for season five is so funny to me.
Yeah.
That's fucking hilarious. Yeah. No, the trailer it did feel very like Marvel, like epic, like oh this is the which is this is the big finale, and I get it, but like I don't know. If you ask me personally, I feel like Stranger Things should have ended at season three.
Yeah.
Season three had a really good ending. And then they did a fucking post-credit scene to tease season four, and I'm like, oh,
Oh, jeez.
you almost stuck the landing. Then you had to pull a post-credit scene. It's like, oh, come on, bro. Come on. That's annoying. But then season four was enjoyable. I thought it was unneeded as hell, but it was enjoyable. It was also long.
Mhm.
Each episode was like an hour and 10 minutes. Felt like I was watching a movie every fucking night.
Jeez. Yeah.
And this next season, dude, this next season is gonna be even longer.
What?
Let me pull up these uh let me pull up these stats. Let me pull out the stats.
Okay.
And also the release thing is weird. Okay, so first off, Stranger Things season five is releasing in three parts.
Mhm.
Uh Part one or volume one, which is episodes one through four, will be released on November 26th. And then volume two, episodes five through seven, will be released on Christmas Day. And then episode eight, the finale of the series finale, will release on December 31st,
Jeez.
which I'm gonna be partying. I'm not gonna be able to watch this. I'll catch it. I'll catch it New Year's Day.
On the last episode, do they finally get to graduate high school?
Kind of hope so.
Dude, they're around our age. It's crazy. They need to
Oh
like
yeah, yeah. You were watching it. And you're like, these kids need to grow up, man. I was like, damn.
like
Like,
what's
get
going
these
on?
adults out of here, bro. Get that grown ass man out of that high school. So they've only released the. I guess I was wrong. They've only released the runtime for volume one, which is episodes one through four. So episode one is 1 hour and 8 minutes. Episode two is 54 minutes. Um, Episode three is 1 hour and 6 minutes, and episode four is an hour and 23 minutes.
Wow.
But I feel like I've heard that that season that the finale is going to be long as hell. Yeah, the official Stranger Things 5 episode runtimes will range between 90 and 120 minutes, making each episode feel like a full-length movie, which I feel like that's not entirely true because I just read something totally different. Um, but this other source says that episodes five, six, and seven will each be like an hour and a half long. So it's like a
Jeez.
movie each. And then on this same post, it says the finale will be almost 2 hours long. But I don't know. We'll figure it out. But I'm sad either way. I've been talking to some people about it, and it's like it feels like a thing where like you're kind of like you kind of want to see it through to the end. Like you've made it this far
Yeah.
because the show I think premiered in 2016.
Yeah.
Dude, I was 15 when this show fucking came out.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, dude. I'm in my mid-20s. So sad. Yeah. Oh my God, it takes forever to get these seasons out. But they're quality, like they're quality work.
Yeah.
I know it's not like I'm like making fun of it, but no, they are like really well made episodes of television. They're just like super long and they take like 4 years to get a season done. But but yeah, I'm here to see it through. Even though I have like almost no interest story wise. I just want to see it end.
Real.
Like I was here when it started. I want to be here when it ends. I want to just put it to rest.
Yeah. It's like well deserved.
Yeah, yeah. Been a long time coming. So, and again, like as unnecessary as I thought season 4 was,
Mhm.
I still had fun with it. Had
That's
great
good.
performances, great CGI. Robert Englund is in it. He's great in it. He has a very small role, but what little screen time he has, he uses very, very well.
Yeah.
And but I do wish it stayed. Not I don't want it to stay too simple, but like I do miss how season 1 felt like a very simple Goonies, Lost Boys, It style Stephen King story
It did.
about just a group of friends fighting a monster in the 80s. Like it had a very charming, grounded vibe to it, despite its more fantastical and sci-fi elements. It still felt grounded. Now it's like you said, it's like it feels like a Marvel epic.
Yeah.
Um, and that's cool, especially for the finale. Like if this is really it, go out with a bang. Why not? But again, a part of me does miss the more simple, grounded, Stephen King-esque small town mystery approach. But yeah, I'm still gonna tune in nonetheless. Are you gonna catch up on seasons 2 through 4?
I might. I mean, it sounds good.
Two is all right. 3 is really good, and 4 again unnecessary but fun.
Yeah, I'll probably watch it then.
It's just kind of a time commitment because like each
Yeah.
with each season it gets longer. Like oh my God, because like it got to a point where like each season felt like an event.
Oh my God.
Like when season 4 dropped, it felt like an event, dude.
Yeah.
It's like the Super Bowl. Dude, the Stranger Things finale is gonna be like the Super Bowl for Netflix fans. They're gonna have like forget a New Year's Eve party, they're gonna have a watch party. I'm like, why drop it on New Year's Eve?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be I'm gonna be like gone. When it drops, dude, unless they drop it in the morning, I could probably watch it in the morning. But that feels unceremonial. Like wake up in the morning and watch this epic ending and then go about
Yeah.
your day. I feel like I need to sleep on, it, so I'll probably watch it the evening of New Year's Day. That's probably how I'll have to watch it. So none of y'all better post any fucking spoilers when it drops. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to wake up on New Year's Day with a headache and seeing spoilers all over my timeline for the damn Stranger Things finale. That'd be so evil. Man. I thought there was more trailers we should have talked about. I don't know. I try to stay away from trailers.
Of course.
I've been like trailers have gotten so spoilery, but then again, I watched the FNAF 2 trailer. Like, dude, when the first one came out, I made a breakdown video about it. I wrote an article about it. I was
Shit.
like eyeballing that shit. And then when this one came out, I watched it. It came out yesterday, but I watched it today. I was like freeze framing it on my TV. I'm like zoom in, enhance. Who is that character? I'd say I bend my trailer rules sometimes for FNAF and other films, but for the most part, I avoid trailers. But yeah, everyone was talking about the Scream 7 trailer. And at first, I wasn't even gonna watch it. Then I watched it. Like, Ryan and I watched it, and I was like, okay, gotta get my take on it.
Of course.
And The Stranger Things trailer was cool, but it was just like it felt like a Marvel movie, yeah. But fun nonetheless. Trying to think if there's any more like horror news to discuss. I put out a tweet to see if anyone had anything to talk about.
That's smart.
I mean, really, the only thing that someone reached out to me and asked if we were going to talk about Scream 7, and I said, yeah. Totally unrelated, dude. FNAF 2 tickets went on sale today. Oh, dude. So I already have tickets to the Thursday night screening
Mhm.
for 10 p.m. But if you go to the 7 p.m. Thursday night screening, you get a poster. So
Oh,
I might go at
what?
7 p.m. and then go back at 10 p.m.
Yeah.
And then the next day on Friday, Alamo Drafthouse is hosting a Five Nights at Freddy's movie party.
Oh, that's cool.
And like, come on, bro. You gotta do the movie party. You just gotta do the movie party. I think the last movie party I went to was I think it was for Nosferatu.
What are movie parties like?
There's like they sometimes give you like a little like gift bag for the movie, and it's like
What?
and they're like, oh, we're here to watch this movie, and it's just kind of like a glorified screening of the film. Like
Oh, that's
it's
cool.
pretty chill, but it's fun. It's just like everyone it is because you know everyone there is a fan,
Yeah.
and like especially with Alamo Drafthouse, like they always have like really fun pre-shows. They always got some cool shit on the screen when you
Mhm.
walk in. Um, God, I can't wait to see the Final Phase 2 pre-show. It should be so cool. No, but for the Nosferatu pre-show, they played like an educational history of vampires in film, and
Ooh,
they like broke down all these different old vampire films that like led up to Dracula, which led into more vampire films, and just God, the movie parties there are so fun.
that sounds fun. What the hell? I
Yeah,
didn't even know they existed.
we should get tickets.
Yeah, we should.
We might do that after this recording.
Yeah. Yes.
Dude, I might see Find Some Freddy's two, three times in a row. Just go to the 7 p.m., then go to the 10 p.m., and then go to the movie party the next day.
Yeah.
Oh man, I know a theater employee hates to see me coming, bro. Yeah, that's the FNAF guy. Guys, should I show up as Toy Freddy to the FNAF screening?
That'd be so cool.
Show up in full like animatronic fursuit. That'd be funny. It's too hot in Texas to be doing any of that, but it'd be funny. I don't think there's anything else. I'm just ranting about Haunted Phrase at this point. Um, so I guess we could end with our TV reviews.
Right.
Two big horror television shows dropped this past week. Welcome to Derry, which I'll be reviewing the first episode of, and Arianee.
Oh, Hazbin Hotel. Actually, there's 4 episodes out now.
Damn,
Yeah. 2 every Wednesday.
they drop two every Wednesday.
Yep.
How many episodes are going to be in the season?
Just 8. So we're halfway through.
Oh, so the season's going to end in like 2 weeks?
Isn't that crazy?
Why is it with like releasing TV these days, man?
Yeah.
I love a good weekly release. That's again, that's going back to Stranger Things. That's always been my problem with Stranger Things, especially with the last season. Dude, people waited like 3 years for season four, maybe two.
Yeah.
I don't know, but they waited a long ass time for season four, and it drops. People watched it in a day.
Oh, shit.
I was like, that was 2 years of waiting just spent in a day.
Dude.
Dude, even like, because even I watched it with my parents, and they were like, we gotta savor it. And
Yeah,
even though I was kind of like getting checked out of the show, I was like, yeah, we do, because this has been a long time.
exactly.
So it's like we watch like one episode, maybe one or two episodes a week. So we made that whole season last like a month.
See, that's good. Some people are
Yeah.
just so gluttonous.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. That's why I'm like, dude, why is the Hazbin Hotel doing 2 episodes a week? Oh my God. Because sometimes I get releasing the first 2 episodes,
Yeah.
and
But they
then
should
one,
stick around.
and then one after that each week.
Exactly.
Because sometimes you think, oh, this pilot isn't enough to get people hooked. We gotta show 2 episodes to get people really hooked. So that makes sense. But then after that, you start only giving them one. Just get them hooked and
Right.
then give them little crumbs afterwards. Uh, yeah, that's crazy. They're doing 2 episodes a week. That's like because I know it took them forever to make it. It's animation, you know.
Exactly.
When has been Hotel season one come out? Like January 2024.
Mhm. Yeah, it took a year
Yeah,
for a new season. That's crazy.
yeah. I mean, hope season three comes out soon. Then, man, okay. So how were the first 2 episodes then?
They are they're so good. Actually, I actually did watch the 4 episodes.
Dude, I haven't even watched the second episode of Welcome to Derry. I've only watched the first episode because
Really?
they released the damn episode on Halloween when I'm traveling, and I haven't had a chance to watch it yet. But you're 4 episodes in. I'm like one on my TV show.
So far, so Hazbin Hotel is really good. Like it takes like how much can I talk about it? Like
I
I don't
mean,
know if you like spoilers.
don't give like crazy spoilers, like crazy plot details, but like you could talk about like character dynamics and stuff, and
Okay.
yeah, just
Okay.
use your best judgment.
So this season takes place a month after the events of season one. And then, as we all know, of course, Vivian Madrano has said it multiple times. This is like a V's centered season, which is awesome.
Yeah, because I loved the V's in
Yeah,
season one, and I especially I love Vox. I think he's my favorite of the V's. But I feel like Velvet went really underdeveloped in season one.
I thought so
I
too.
feel like Viv kind of had her on the sidelines. Like they kind of forget she's a character a lot of the times. She's kind of in the background a lot. And I was talking to a buddy of mine. I was like, because he watches Hazbin as well, and I was like, yeah, I hope they give Velvet more character, because we know Valentino he has quite a few scenes in season one, and Vox has quite a few scenes in season one. But Velvet we don't really know a lot about. So as much as I love Vox, I kind of want to see more of Velvet because she's like interesting, but we don't know anything about her really.
Right, actually. Because in the new season, since it's like so V's centered, I feel like they did like actually give them personalities. But like the thing is, since we knew little about Vox last season, right? And then now that they gave him like personality and stuff, I'm just thinking in my head like all of these like, headcanons that I had of him are not doing it. And I was just like, oh fuck, I don't know how I feel about Vox right now, man.
I, I saw one headcanon about him that I think got confirmed.
Yeah.
I wonder if I should say. Someone had a headcanon or theory that he was a cult leader when he
Hmm.
was alive. And I thought I saw something about Vox having a cult, but I don't know. So
Yeah, that's
that's
an interesting theory. He gives off very like narcissistic vibes.
yeah. I think Vox is just such a cool character. Yeah, man. But
Me
I
too.
oh, I did have this one theory,
Mhm,
and I know it probably doesn't happen in the series, but I had this one theory where and this isn't a spoiler, this has happened in season one, when Sir Pentious went to heaven.
mhm.
I had a theory that the High Seraphim would kill him to like try to hide the evidence that a sinner can be redeemed.
Right, because like last season,
I thought that I so thought that was gonna happen. I was like, I bet season one they're gonna bring him back, everyone's gonna be hyped, and then she's gonna like take him into like a back room of heaven and then murder him, and with an angelic blade, which means like you're gone for eternity or whatever the hell. I genuinely thought that was gonna happen, and I don't think that's gonna happen now. But I was like, that was my theory. I was like, oh, that'd be a really good first episode. Is kind of set a really dark tone and big yes, or Princess is just dead forever because the heavenly order doesn't want living proof that redemption is possible. That was my theory at least.
yeah, because they played Heaven like pretty corrupt last season, huh?
Yeah, they made heaven feel like a corrupt government,
Mhm.
you know. But like a corrupt government where it's like it's a nice country, but the government is corrupt.
Yeah, like purity culture.
Yeah. No, yeah. Also, I loved Alex Brightman as Adam in season one.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if Adam shows up in season two. I'm in. I kind of know because one of the and I don't know why they did this. They showed that one duet with Lute and Adam.
Yeah.
That was one of the first major pieces of marketing they did, and
Right.
I was like, bro, can y'all not spoil this shit in the marketing?
Yeah.
Anyway, so I know Adam shows up. I don't know to what capacity, but just I liked Alex Brightman.
It's a good song too.
I haven't heard that much of it. I've been trying to stay away from it, but man, I'm either gonna watch episode two of Welcome to Derry tonight, or I'm gonna watch Hazbin Hotel.
You should watch Hazbin Hotel. I need your thoughts on it, please.
Okay, okay. And
Yes.
I'm gonna limit myself. I'm only gonna watch one episode, maybe two. I'm gonna try to ration this
Okay.
because I know it'll probably be 2 years before we get to season three.
Because like I would say episode 4 right now is the best one so far of the
Well, don't
season.
tell me that. Now I'm gonna watch. Now I'm gonna want to watch episode four.
That's what I'm trying to do to you.
Man, we're already
Push
at
you
the
to
mid.
watch.
The show's been out for a week, and we're already on the mid-season finale.
Isn't that crazy?
That doesn't make any sense. Like, it's just like TV. It feels like it's weird because there's times where it feels like an event, and times where it feels like it's just kind of thrown out there, and then like I don't know, have a bigger rollout.
Yeah.
I feel like with something like Hazbin Hotel, which I'm sure took forever to make and was animated and they worked hours and hours and hours of effort. It feels weird and kind of unceremonious to just we're already almost done.
Yeah,
So
because they didn't do that last season, right? It was just one episode per week.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I was cool with that because sometimes I would forget an episode came out and I would have okay, now I have two. And then other times I'm like, oh yeah, Hazbin Hotel is out. I should watch the new episode now. And it's like, uh, I wish it was you know, I like a good weekly release. But then also on the other side of the spectrum, with what Stranger Things is doing, we're gonna release 4 episodes on Thanksgiving, 4 episodes on Christmas Day, as if you needed more shit to do on Christmas Day. And then we're gonna release the finale on New Year's Eve, the most inconvenient time, where everyone's gonna be drinking and partying. We're gonna release this. I don't know. To me, I'm not a marketing person by any means. I just feel like there needs to be an in between, you
I
know.
agree.
But I'm excited nonetheless. I probably sound like an asshole criticizing all this. I'm just trying to give takes and yeah, but I'm still excited. I'm excited for Stranger Things season five, and I'm excited to watch Hazbin Hotel. I didn't know it was 2 episodes a week. That kind of like, damn, this is gonna be over quick.
Yeah. I was really surprised, but
I don't want it to be over quick. I want it to last. Like, again, I want the feeling to last. I want the hype to last, and um, yeah, that's interesting. I didn't know they were doing that. So the big thing for Hazbin Hotel with me is the music. How is the music?
it's so good, bro. It's so good.
Oh yeah. Is it?
Christian Borle. What is
He's
it what?
great. Wait, is it better than season one's soundtrack?
I think yes, to some degree, but like that's because I'm biased towards like, Christian Borle's singing voice.
Valid. No, because like what's the one he has? Stayed Gone is one of my favorites.
Yeah, same.
Actually, I have my Hazbin Hotel playlist right here. Let me find it. Yeah, there's quite a few songs I like on the track. There's some that I skip, but there's one, two, three, six. There's nine. There's nine
Hmm.
on the track that I like really like. I could listen to and get into I can vibe with. Again, there's a few that I'm like, oh, I'll skip that one, but overall, there's nine that I think are like really, really good. Hell is Forever is great. I love the rock music,
It's so good.
especially because Alex Brightman was in School of Rock.
Oh yeah.
Like I love that they gave him like a punk rock character because that's kind of who he plays in School of Rock.
It's so fitting.
Stayed Gone is great. Respectless is I don't listen to it that often, but it's good. Yeah, I believe is it Daphne Rubin Vega that plays Velvet?
I believe so.
She has a good singing voice. Again, that's why I mean like more Velvet. She's like the most underdeveloped of the V's, and I feel like you could do a lot with her.
Oh wait, did you see their Pride merchandise?
No, I didn't.
Velvet got confirmed lesbian. Woo!
Hell yeah.
Yeah, a win for the gays.
Hell yeah. It's awesome. I love how hyped you were about that.
Love lesbians. Hey yo, talking to her. We love lesbians.
We do. So far, how would you rate Hazbin Hotel? Do you do like a 5-star rating or 10-star rating?
10 star.
All
I would
right, so
say
out of 10,
probably 9.5 out of 10 because I feel like sometimes, especially in like season one as well, it does feel like they read it like fan fiction.
what for season one?
Yeah, and
Oh,
two. Like it feels like fan fiction.
what the show?
Yeah, like you know, you'll understand that when you watch it.
Okay. Who's been like your favorite character so far?
So far, um, oh my gosh, I how much have you seen of season two? Like, have you seen any of this stuff like at the conventions that they shown?
No. Wait, I do know that Hell of a Boss is canon.
Oh yeah, they added that.
That's that's one of the things
I'm crying.
I don't know if the Hell of a Boss team shows up in season two, but I kind of hope it. That's what when you were talking about when we were talking about like hype moments and cameos, I was like, okay, I'm kind of when Brandon Rogers shows up again.
Yeah.
I know Brandon Rogers had a small voice cameo in season one as the news reporter, but if Brandon Rogers shows up as Blitz in season two, I will be hyped. Just because
That's so cool.
I love Brandon Rogers.
Me too.
So if they could actually like tie the knot on that being canon, I'd think that would be really cool.
We need him on the podcast.
Dude, I want Brandon Rogers on the podcast. I want him in one of my movies. I want to give Brandon Rogers a really serious, fucked up horror movie role and get him an Oscar.
Yes. Oh,
Horror
that's
movies don't win
awesome.
Oscars, but I mean, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that'd be so
no,
cool.
I love Brandon Rogers. I've been watching him for a long time. I haven't checked in on his like comedy skits as of late, but Uh, I love what he's doing with voice acting. Like again, like I haven't finished Hell of a Boss, but his voice acting there is pretty great. And again, his cameo in Hazbin Hotel is funny.
Yeah, I was
Um,
really surprised.
yeah, I love how he and Viv are like totally friends. I think that's so
Yeah,
cool.
right.
This is so. I just remembered this. This is so funny. Um, apparently Vivian Madrano was at Universal Hollywood the same day as me.
No fucking
Like
way.
she posted that she saw that she because I was there the final night and she posted
Hmm.
that she made a post today on Instagram where she was like, "Oh, final night of Halloween Horror Nights. It was super fun."
No
And she was like
way.
at the Terror Tram, like she took the same pictures I did. I was like,
Oh, that's so cool.
I could have totally walked by Vivian Madrano and I wouldn't know. That's crazy.
That's fucking cool though.
Yeah, Viv, if you're listening to this, please come on the podcast. We want to talk about Has Motel and Hell of a Boss, and
Yes.
I think it'd be cool to talk about her like interpretation of like because there's a lot of like biblical you know, stuff in there. I mean, obviously, but it's I think her interpretations of various characters is super interesting.
Right.
Because I remember some people thought her version of like Lucifer was like very different from what you'd expect,
Hmm.
and I thought it was interesting how she actually in the Helliverse Satan and Lucifer are two different beings.
Yeah.
I thought that was an interesting because I didn't realize that in some religious texts, they are separate entities. I didn't realize that in certain um scriptures of different faiths, there's a Satan and Lucifer are different entities, which I found very interesting. I didn't know that. So the fact that she adapted it that way, I thought was very unique. So I'd love to have her on to talk about like all the biblical adaptations in the Helliverse because you have like Beelzebub and Mammon. And of course you had Lucifer in Hazbin Hotel. It
That's
just
right.
yeah. I think a lot of her I think a lot of her takes on like Christian. I know it's all based off like the Bible and shit, but I think all of her like references to that are and adaptations of that rather are really interesting. So Viv, if you're listening, I want to talk your ear off about religion. Not in a bad way. I want to just talk about your adaptation of it because I think it's cool. But
Right. To answer your question, my favorite character is
oh yeah,
Boggs. There's
sorry,
this other character.
I totally nerded out
It's
about
okay.
about religious shit. Yeah, I figured, but
But like,
no,
there's this other character, and I really like them so far as well.
who is it? Who is it?
Can I say the name?
Yeah,
Okay. Baxter.
Baxter. Okay, cool.
Okay. Yeah.
Where are they from? Hell of a Boss?
Hmm.
Oh, okay. Hmm. Interesting. Oh, is Alistair good this season? He was one of my favorite characters in season one, so I'm like, what the fuck are they doing with him?
I mean, yeah, my sister, like, cause I forced her to watch the episodes with me,
Yeah.
and like, so far, she has mixed feelings
Well, an
as an
Alistair?
Alistair fan. Yeah,
Oh, she's an Alistair fan?
yeah.
Hell yeah. I'm also an Alistair fan. I hope they give more of his backstory.
So too.
Have they so far?
You just said you don't want me revealing too
Well,
much.
you could talk about it. Well, you could say like, yeah, they expand on this, but don't like give me the details. Like, don't tell me how they expand on it, but like you can say they expand on it.
Yeah, I will say season two has a lot of like lore drops.
I like
It's
that.
pretty fucking awesome.
I like the lore.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, I'm hyped to watch it. I love the music in the first season. I love the voice acting as well. They had some very great voice actors. Um, and I feel like my biggest thing was like the writing. I feel like I had a lot of like had I had some issues with it personally, but um, I'm excited for season two. Um, I want to see more of and I hope this happens because the trailers kind of point to it happening. I want to see more of like hell,
Yeah.
you know, because I remember I was talking to a friend of mine and we were talking about how I feel like there is kind of an inconsistency between Hell of the Boss and Hazbin Hotel as far as like the layout of Hell.
Right.
Because like in Hell of a Boss, isn't it like they can only leave like the pride, they can't leave like the pride ring.
Yeah, because it's sinner demons that can't leave.
But in Hazbin Hotel, there's sinners like in every ring.
Yeah. Wait, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, no, yeah. So I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like we've seen sinners in like all the different, unless all of Hazbin Hotel takes place in the Pride Ring. I don't know, but I feel
I
like
think so too.
I feel like there may have been an inconsistency there. So I'm curious about how meshing those two will work.
Yeah, because
Um,
like in Hello Boss, isn't it only the Hellborn that can go to different rings?
yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
so like Charlie can and
Yeah.
Lucifer can, but like the Overlords can't because the Overlord. I'm pretty sure all the Overlords are sinners, right? They were all human at one point. I say yeah. So I guess only Charlie. Hmm. Yeah, I'm just not realizing Charlie and Lucifer are the only Hellborns that appear in Hazbin Hotel.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, everyone else is like was at one point human. Weird. But I'm excited. I'm excited to watch it now. I might watch that tonight.
I think you should.
Yeah, because I want to get the details with you. But it yeah, I think what else was like really stood out to me in season one. I liked the cannibal village. I liked that idea. 'Cause I like the idea because I like the design of the cannibals in season one.
Yeah.
I like the idea where like, because I've always thought this is a total side tangent, but I've always thought cannibalism as like just an act was such a strange, like weird thing to me. Like the idea of eating another human has always been so like fucking weird to me.
Mhm.
So the idea that like when those people go to hell, it's like a very specific type of person to the point where they like are like almost like mutant. They're like a different type of creature in hell.
Mhm.
I thought that was a cool idea, and they all have to live in
That's
this like
cool.
one village. I thought that was a neat idea to like kind of separate different sins and be like, oh, this is a very specifically weird sin, so you're all gonna be in this group here because
Yeah.
you're like a different type of monster, you know? Because that's all I always thought about just like cannibals. I'm like, that's like a different breed of person to be able to do that. That like that's insane. I mean, duh, it's insane, but it's like that's like really fucking insane. I don't know. Weird tangent about cannibalism, but yeah, I thought the cannibal village was cool. I thought Rosie was cool, like the leader of the cannibals. I thought that was a neat character, and also the song they performed was really good. But I'm excited to see the V's get expanded upon. I'm excited to learn more about Vox's backstory. I'm excited to learn more about Alistair's backstory, and I want to see an interaction between Lucifer and the generals of heaven.
That'd be cool.
Like I want to see Lucifer talk to the high seraphim and all that. But that'd be a really interesting discussion. Because I feel like to heaven, like Lucifer is like an urban legend at this point. Not an urban legend, but it's like a very like mythical idea because it's been like years, right? It's been centuries, I assume. And the way like the high seraphim talks to Emily says like, oh, you could end up like Lucifer, like fallen. Like it's like an urban legend, like a tall tale of like punishment, you know.
Mhm.
So I want to see more. I think that's just a very unique way to have that lore kind of spread out in that world. So I'm excited. Yeah, now I just want to watch Hazbin Hotel. But yeah, um, as far as it chapter, no, it's not the movie. It Welcome to Derry,
Mhm.
the series. It Welcome to Derry. I've only seen one episode. I'm liking it so far.
That's awesome.
Um, I'm a huge fan of the novel. I'm a huge fan of the films, and this fits perfectly into that world. Fits like a glove. I'm not gonna get into spoilers, but maybe a sort of spoiler. But it's a good. I like this. I like how in the first episode they really show restraint on not showing you Bill Skarsgård's Pennywise.
Awesome.
Um, but they still show it, which I like. I like that because we've seen so much of Pennywise, and I like Pennywise. I think he's a great. I think it's a great form for it to take, and it's scary. But I'm so glad that we're able to see more of its forms, and it takes some creepy ass forms in
Oh, I
this
love that.
in the first episode.
Mhm.
Um, I did have a problem with some of the main characters in the first episode. I felt like they were a little too, you know, they kind of felt like can I copy your homework version of the Losers Club at times?
Oh.
But something happens at the end of the episode that fixes that problem. Um, I'll let people interpret that however they wish, but something happens at the end that fixes my problem with the main characters. But even still, even when they feel like a knockoff version of Eddie Kasprek or Stanley Uris or any of the Losers Club members, they still give off good performances. And again, I can't stress enough how much this fits into the cinematic universe of it.
Mhm.
Like, like as far as like consistency with the city, because that's what I love about the Annie Muschietti films and this television show as an extension of those films, is that the city of Derry feels like a character. Like each frame, you're like, oh, that's the town. Like that just right off the book, it
Yeah.
feels like the town. And in this series, they keep that up. It feels like we're back in Derry. Didn't miss a beat, except we're 27 years back in the past.
That's
So
so
we're in
cool.
the 1960s, which is another cool thing because the book takes place in the late 50s and this takes place in the early 60s. So we kind of have some of the similar time period as the novel, which I really, really like. And yeah, I had a good time with episode one.
Yeah.
Um, there's a really creepy sequence at the beginning and a really fucking good sequence at the end.
I love that.
Um, so I'm excited to see where they go. And I'm not gonna say. I was gonna say something kind of spoiler, but no, I'm excited for where they're gonna go with the episode or with the series. Um, I was surprised they released the new episode so quickly because it came out on like a Tuesday.
Mhm.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it did come out on Thursday and then the week went by really fast. But I feel like they like released episode two way quicker than I expected. It caught me off guard. It was on Halloween. I was traveling all day and I was like, oh well, shit. So I haven't got a chance to watch episode two yet, but um, I'm liking it so far. And that's coming from a huge fan of the Andy Muschietti films and a huge fan of Stephen King's novel. So God, I love that ending. The ending is so cool. Oh, I wish I could say more, but no, you should watch it.
Yeah, I'll probably watch it tonight.
Do you have a HBO?
I don't.
Oh, it's on HBO. Awkward pause. It's on HBO.
I'll find it.
Yeah. Um, I don't think what else we had on the schedule for tonight. It's already been a pretty long episode. Is there anything else you wanted to add before we did our wrap up?
Hmm.
Well, then I'm sure the audience is tired of hearing me yap about Five Nights at Freddy's. Um, thank you guys so much for tuning in to this episode of Talking Terror. Really appreciate you guys stopping by and listening to us talk some terror about horror films. Be sure to tune in next week when we interview VHS Halloween stars Natalie Montgomery and Samantha Cochran. Had to make sure I said the names correctly. But yes, we are going to be interviewing the lead actresses from VHS Halloween, specifically the first segment, Coochie Coochie Coo, which is one of the freakiest segments in the anthology. So we're excited to chat with them. That'll be being uploaded next week right here on the channel. If you're listening to this on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, be sure to follow us on there and give us a rating if you enjoyed. And if you're tuning in via the YouTube channel, be sure to hit like and subscribe to the YouTube channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss an episode. If you want to follow the show on social medias, you could follow us on Twitter. Our Twitter is at TalkTerraPod, and our Instagram is at Talking Terra Podcast. And I believe we have a TikTok now that I can double check because we haven't uploaded anything yet. But follow the TikTok. We will be uploading little bite-sized Talking Terra clips in the near future. Let me pull that up real quick. Yep, it's just Talking Terra Podcast on TikTok. So yeah, follow us on TikTok for Talking Terra Podcast for little bite-sized clips of your favorite episodes. If you want to follow me on my personal Twitter account, you can find me at Jacob at the movie. You can also find me on Instagram, Jacob the Harper. Ari, do you have any social medias you want to plug?
Yeah, I got my Instagram little with two e's dot imp, and then on TikTok it is dot little underscore imp.
Awesome, awesome. Well, thank you guys so much again for joining us for this episode of Talking Terror. Be sure to tune in next week for our VHS Halloween interview with Natalia and Samantha. And we will see y'all next time. Peace.